Much. Meantime, we have breaking news. Brand new cell phone video we've just gotten in showing a very different angle of that deadly Minneapolis ICE shooting. This video was obtained by Alpha News. Apparently, it is actually from the cell phone of the ICE officer who shot Renee Good. The video has already been shared on social media by Vice President J.D. Vance and reposted by the White House. I want to warn you, you will hear some expletives in this video. We don't know who says them. And just generally, the video is disturbing.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
Michael Feinberg, former special agent in charge with the FBI and an MS Now national security and intelligence analyst. This is very different from the videos we've seen before. What do you see from an investigative standpoint?
Frankly, law enforcement officers overreacting to what admittedly might be some sarcastic and lightly combative civilians, but I don't see a situation that would require the application of deadly force. You know, the reason law enforcement officers are supposed to be vetted before they join and the reason they go through extensive training is that two of the qualities you need to exhibit the most are emotional maturity and an ability to keep your cool. And getting heckled, getting videotaped, anything related to those two activities, that's part of the job. Somebody filming you on a cell phone and giving you sass is not a threat to your life. It's not even a threat to your safety. It's a minor annoyance at best. And I'm also really curious, why on earth is a law enforcement officer filming an interaction with a civilian on his cell phone? They're not influencers. They're not social media posters. If you're there to do a job as an agent of the federal government, do the job. You don't need to be making content in the midst of it.
I don't want to make any presumptions, and I have not seen the posts that were made by J.D. Vance or by the White House, but I'm presuming they believe that this may support their argument that there was a reasonable belief, a justifiable belief on the part of the ICE officer that he was in danger. Do you see that?
No, I don't. And look, J.D. Vance was admittedly in the military, but he was in civil affairs. I don't know that he has any familiarity whatsoever with law enforcement procedures. And as far as I know, prior to becoming president, Donald Trump actively avoided all forms of public service whatsoever. So I'm quite sure he doesn't understand what goes into a law enforcement tactical decision. These are people who, not just reasons for propriety, but also for reasons of ignorance, really should not be commenting on any of this until there is a thorough, objective investigation.
Brandy, let me bring you back in. And I just wonder, as someone who has looked at some of this kind of investigative material before, if there's anything you see that's different from what we've seen in videos before, something that stands out to you, Brandy.
Well, one thing that stands out to me is the question that was just brought up: why is this person filming? And Ross did testify in December at during the trial in December that they do not wear cameras on their body. They do not wear body cam, and they do not have dashboard cams as well. Not saying that that has anything to do, but they don't have